Welcome, Aries, to Rays of Hope, Rainbow Light, Love, and Healing Tarot. How are you? Hope you're well. For those of you who are returning and have subscribed, thank you so much. And for those of you who have just arrived, please subscribe. We do different types of love readings, relational readings, spiritual readings. I do energy updates on the space weather, affecting us personally, because it does. Weather in the cosmos comes from space. It doesn't just come from the sun. It comes from outer space, from the cosmos, from the universe, and it comes into our solar system, and it does affect us down to this cellular level. I have two videos down there at the end. They're unbelievable YouTube videos on two individuals who are extremely bright. They have a great show explaining how it affects the earth down to the cellular level of a human being. So anyway, it's very important to know that how the sun and the weather affects everyone that's coming down into energetic pockets, Anyway, codes and all kinds of things. Anyway, I want to also to let you know that we also do moon cycle readings as well. So please subscribe, all right? So Aries, let's see what's going on. I think things were not going too well. And although I like to connect the readings, sometimes they do play out. They follow a path and sometimes they don't. And when you're reading for a collective, know that you're reading for millions of people, so it can work out for a lot of people and may not, but again, whenever you watch this video is the right time. It could be 6 months from now that something from this video may have come, to the surface, it has emerged for you, so let's see. What is it, Aries? This flipped out. Mirroring. So, okay, so when you have a mirroring with someone, it means that you're reflecting each other in a way that you're pressing each other's buttons. You're reflecting, like, you see a lot in each other about yourselves. And so what happens is when you are mirroring, it also is a call. It's about going within, all right? When we mirror others and it's affecting us, it means that there's something there for us as well to look at, okay? It's not them, it's you too. When someone's pressing your buttons, it means that, and you're reacting or reflecting, know that it's something there for you to look at, to heal, to, process, to really, really look at it. It could be, something that you need to forgive, or it's about self-love, it's all different for everyone, but it's time to go within. Aries, I believe that that's what this message is. Let's see what else is going on in the reading. If it is something that that will come out even more. Let's see. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it goes in another direction. We never know. Here we go. For Aries, what's going on? We have the King of Wands that's coming in. We have the Moon. And we have the Nine of Wands. So yeah, I feel that, Aries, you're definitely a kind of a born leader. You take charge. You have a lot of fire. With the King of Wands, I believe that's you. And I feel that it is created in your heart. The moon is in your heart center here on the table in the middle. It's creating some complications and some uncertainty. So with the moon card here, it's kind of saying, go within. Yeah, go in and find out what is it that's creating this mirroring, this reflection. Someone might be pressing your buttons and it's causing a defense. This is the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is all about, in another reading, sometimes I always look at the Nine of Wands as the wounded healer, the wounded healer, the wounded warrior. It depends on the reading. So here I feel that there's a bit of woundedness here. I feel you've been wounded. There's some type of defense mechanism that's coming up because someone has pressed your buttons. I feel that something has happened that has caused you this reflection. But in a way, that's how we learn about ourselves, by mirroring. When people mirror something or we react, that's almost like a gift. Look at that. That's for you to look at, Don't push it away and ignore it, because it's just going to come back up again. It is a way for us to understand that if we don't clear something up, today. That's why every moment, be in the moment. Do diligently to be in the moment so that you have the time to process, when you're doing something. How do you feel? Do you want that for dinner? Do you want to go here? Do you want to wear this dress? Do you want to, you have to just not be a robot. Let's just say that. Be in the moment and don't be a robot. Feel and let your mind and your heart and your feelings guide you. Okay? Don't be a robot. So anyway, when you are in this process, it's very important that you stay in the moment, okay? Because it's going to repeat itself, all right? Whatever comes up is going to repeat itself. It could repeat itself in 3 months, 6 months, in another relationship, and you have to do the work again if you haven't done it. And then we have the Fool coming in, okay? Then we have the Queen of Pentacles in the center of the heart reading again. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. So what I feel here is that, with the Fool coming in, I almost feel that this is a very kind of immature kind of connection, or one of you is very much younger than the other. And I feel that the heart with the Queen of Pentacles, there's not enough stability here because of the Moon. With the Moon card over the Seven of Pentacles, I feel there's not enough stability in this connection because of the mirroring. And the Seven of Pentacles is looking at it, it's under the Nine of Wands, as a reevaluating the situation, reevaluating this connection. Like, why are you in it? Is it really, it's hurt, it's confusing me, it's causing complicated feelings, uncertainty. I just want to go and take a leap of faith and find something new, and that's what a young person would do, because we don't know any better, when we're young and young and immature, or immaturely young, and we're not very young but we're immature. We don't want to deal with things like that, but sometimes along the line in your life, you can't keep pushing these things away. You have to process them, you have to do the work. So let's see what else is going on here that we can add to this. All right, Aries, let's go. Oh, we have the Hangman. Well, that makes sense. Things are standing still. With the Hangman, there's no movement. He's just standing still. He's looking at all perspectives, and that's a good thing, because with the Moon card and the Hangman, the Hanged Man, there's a lot to look at. Take your time. It requires patience. And this card says, go within. This, Oracle says, go within. There's mirroring going on here. So you need to check yourself out, and that's what the Hangman is here doing. He's looking at all perspectives in all different directions, turning everything upside down. And that's what Spirit wants you to know, Aries, that you need to do the work. And my readings are, I only read the cards the way they are. I'm not a fairy tale storyteller. I'm being honest with you. I've been a healer for many years, and my passion is to help people. And if I can help someone heal their emotional body and learn to love themselves more so they can attract more love in their life, then I did my job. And if I do it one day, one person a day or one person a week, then I'm happy. I can leave this planet and say, I'm good. It's written. Anyway, here we go. 2 more cards here, and then we'll draw some scarlet energy. And then we have the Seven of Swords. Of course, it makes sense. There's some definitely untrust here. There's some deception. There could be even lies. But it doesn't really matter, because you have to look at yourself. Someone is definitely pressing your buttons, and you definitely have to look at that. Let's see what else. And then we have the Page of Wands. So there might be some, interesting conversation, or I feel that you might be messaging each other in a way, I think, But in this situation, I really feel you have to meet. Instead of messaging, I think the Page of Wands is also, it could be exciting also with the Page of Wands, but one of you have to send the message, and it could be something that is needed to be said between you. With the Page of Wands here, it's definitely someone wanting to, in a way, come out and, give a message that might help the situation. But this is all learning situation. This is a process of learning. This is a process of healing, Aries. It's not just a love reading, because love is about healing. Everyone thinks it's about possession or, being happy, but the only person that can make you happy is yourself. We can't be on a high every day. Social media is sometimes not the best thing, because we want to see how many people like us, right? How many people love us. That's not, and that keeps you on a high. What are you going to do when that is not there? How are you going to make yourself happy? You have to know yourself and love yourself. So here we go. With the Scarlet energy, what's here that we can add to this? Slow down. Slow down and go within. The first card that came out, go within. Slow down and go within. And that'll definitely be a remedy for something that is absolutely needed right now for you, Pisces. Let's see what your angel number is. Oh, and I brought this out. This is a pendulum that I used when I, did my healing work. And what it does is it'll turn clockwise when the energy in the area that you're measuring is positive. So right now, that's what this is doing. And I just wanted to tell you that you could take a piece of jewelry and do that. You can measure energy in any area of your room, your house, wherever. And even yourself, your chakras, your energy centers. So I'm always, blessing the table and the cards, so you could see that it is going. It takes practice to do this, but it's something that I used to use. Now I don't need to use a pendulum, but it's kind of my keepsake. All right, so enough of that. Let's see what angel numbers are here for you, Aries. What is it that you want to know? If you're still here. I don't know if you're here or not, but it's important to know if you've been through any kind of situation of this type. So let's see, what is the angel number for Aries? 777. This is a new one. Inspired action, intuition, inspired action, beauty, art, and socializing. Get some fresh air, or call some of your pals over. Take a look around you. There's so much natural beauty waiting to be discovered. Either you'll become soon involved in an exciting new project, or you will go out on a date. Put your charisma to use everywhere. Spread your charm around. So this is time for you to really dig deep and come up like a flower, like you've done it. You've created a new energy system for yourself to go out there and be that flower. And here, this wands, Page of Wands, could be you, looking for a new love, excitement, fleeting love, messages. You don't know, but it's only when you do the work. So I like this inspired action for you, Aries. I think it's important that you really look deeply, because that's what this whole reading is about, with the Hangman and the Moon, Seven of Pentacles. Here we go. Romance is around the corner. So lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. So romance and 777 is definitely put your charisma to use everywhere. Spread your charm around, Pisces. Spread your charm around. All right. Anyway, it was great to see you. I wish you the best of love, Pisces, and you take care. Bye-bye.